Howdy do, I'm Gamrison, and welcome back to our playthrough of Sonic Adventure 2. And in the last episode, we came to a realization at the very end of the episode that essentially, this is the Space Colony ARK. And it's now, there's a whole bunch of animals now invading the ARK, Sonic and his team, right? Eggman blew up half the moon earlier with the ARK's cannon. His plan, as like the only human now aboard the ARK technically, is he's basically Noah. He's causing a flood for 40 days to 40 nights by blowing up half the moon and like disturbing the waves in the ocean and everything. And he's basically now wanting everybody up on the ARK. It's a recreation of biblical times, basically. That's what this game's plot is basically so far. Not actually. That's a realization I kind of just made up. We haven't beaten the game to know the ins and outs of the plot yet. So I'm just throwing that out there, though. I'm throwing that out there because why not? So that being said, we're going to continue now. We finally made it on board the Space Colony ARK. This is Tails' last level and possibly, or arguably, his hardest level, depending who you ask. Yeah, it's a pretty long one, as are most of these levels as we get into like the final stretch of the game. So buckle up. Now, one of the reasons that this level is arguably one of the hardest of Tails' levels is an enemy that's going to show up called the Artificial Chaos. And I won't spoiler it too much, because you'll know it when we see it, basically. It's going to be a wild ride. See you, buddy. That, and there's dynamite packs. As we go through this level, eventually there'll be parts with dynamite packs like that, where if I shoot it, it'll blow up a wall off the colony, and that can suck you into space, and that's an instant death. So you really kind of want to... It's on one hand, you want to chain lock on to get a bunch of points. On the other hand, if you chain lock on, you might end up, like, destroying yourself, because, like, you'll hit a dynamite pack, and then you won't be able to complete a part of the level without dying. There we go. So, like, right here, here's a pathway where if we shoot the dynamite packs, it's going to be really hard to get across the level. So one thing you can do is just kind of run across and then shoot it afterwards. Oh, nope, I just did it. I just did what I'm not supposed to do. Fortunately, we have like a jet engine on the back of this walker, so we kind of outpace it a little bit. But if you're like right on it, it makes it very difficult to do anything. There we go. So I can take that jump because I've played this level just so many times. And that's not to brag. It's like once you play the level enough, you'll memorize stuff. Like enemies aren't like they don't appear at random and stuff after all. So it's like, and it's kind of relating to the speedrun thing we talked about last episode, where it's like, that's one of the ways that this game gets easier for you is probably if you do that. Camera's not really been much of an issue for me. It is an issue apparently for a lot of people when they play Sonic Adventure games. This is it right here. This is what's called an artificial chaos. Chow, explain it. What's that infamous line? Tell Maggie. Basically, this is an enemy based off of Chaos from Sonic Adventure, and they're invulnerable unless their head appears. If it doesn't, they can deflect all shots. They can even deflect melee attacks. And they attack with either laser cannons or tendrils, or like tentacles basically, really sharp tentacles that will stab you. They're based off of the main antagonist character outside of Eggman from Sonic Adventure. There's a whole story behind that I'll explain as we go on, possibly, if people care, because I need to talk about something right now as it is. Essentially, maybe that's spoiler territory, maybe I can't talk about that yet, but essentially, the creator of this space colony was researching a lot of things 50 years ago, came across a lot of things, and in Sonic Adventure, there's like tablets and stuff that show a fight between Sonic, or Super Sonic, and Perfect Chaos. So he saw that tablet, and oh, well, I'm dead. Hold on, y'all, I'm actually dead. It's our second death of the entire playthrough, holy crap. That's what I get for talking about this. That's the game's way of saying, hey, don't talk about that yet. Let's get to that part of the game, because there's a part of the game that'll come up that will make a lot more sense what I'm talking about. So maybe I should just wait till I get there, huh? Also, let's pay more attention and not shoot dynamite packs. Then, we don't have to worry about making that jump and, you know, dying. Because that wasn't fun for anybody. That's not fun for me. It's probably not fun for you, unless you're doing like a shot, like take one every time I die. A shot of milk and like water because you're staying hydrated. I'm proud of you. Getting shot there was actually really good because it canceled my lock on the dynamite pack. That was actually really good saving right there. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to lock. There we go. I'm not doing that. They want me to do a certain thing, and I'm not doing it. I'm doing what I want to do. And what I want to do is live, so please let me. Oh, good, a shield. Oh, heck, I did it. I did the thing. Never mind, I didn't do the thing. Oh, no, I don't need to go here. I need to go down here. There's a missile somewhere back here. I don't want to go too fast. Oh, no, there isn't. They're iron. I always do this. They're iron boxes. I need the level up item. I did actually need that. I'm so used to playing this without it. I actually do need that. Holy moly, that was bad on my part. That was actually great on my part to get across it without destroying anything. And then I'm like, I forget, I need level up items. So I need the bazooka. The Vulcan Cannon power up. Basically what it does is allows me to shoot through iron containers the way that Knuckles can now punch through iron containers. Those iron containers are a lot more prominent up here in space. So that was actually bad on my part that I somehow forgot that. Oh no, this is an example of the tendrils. They attack with those. They come in a couple different varieties. They're not fun. There we go. Let me get my health back. That'd be good too. Alright, here's the final. Oh no, I'm gonna miss the gold beetle. Yep, I missed the gold beetle. We're in space, so why don't we just float, actually, in space. The Ark has gravity. The Ark is massive. Now that we're up here, I can talk about this, because I talked about this in an earlier episode, like getting into engineering and stuff to build it. The Ark, from one end of its like face to the other, is about 9.5 miles, 9.32 miles long, alright? It's like a mini city up here, actually. And what's cool, or a question I want to pass off to like fans like of the Sonic franchise that played the classic games first, like that's what they grew up on. I wonder if, in terms of like the adventure era games, it's almost Death Egg-esque in terms of like, there's the first Sonic Adventure game where we had all the stuff with Chaos and the egg carrier and all. And now we have the second Sonic Adventure game, similar to like just the second Sonic game, Sonic 2, where now you have to go to a giant space colony or like a space station to try and stop Eggman. If there's any kind of, it feels like there's any kind of like semblance or similarity between like doing that, or not, right? Like for me, after playing this game and going back and playing the classics, I kind of made that comparison.
I gotta do better.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that comparison's true after all, right? But I thought that was kind of a cool analogy. It's like the second Sonic game, go up into space, stop the Death Egg. Second Sonic Adventure game, go up into space to stop this like Death Egg-esque station.
Okay, Sonic. Now put that emerald.
Tails, tell Sonic to meet you back at the research facility.
Sonic, Amy is.
I didn't get that, Tails. What happened to Amy? Tails.
So that was the cutscene where sometimes the it can be louder than when Sonic's talking, so it's hard to hear him. Which is why I have the subtitles on, so in case that ever did happen, I could just know. Meteor Heard. Arguably for some people one of the hardest Knuckles' levels, because it is a huge level. But even still, it's also divided into 3 parts. One of the things I want to do real quick, and it's going to take long enough that I will have to like restart the level, like no joke, is show you guys how to get the sunglasses level up item though. Basically, go to this asteroid right here and punch this into the wall, reveal this crate, and it'll open the switch. All the way down there is what's called the sunglasses level up item, which you don't need to complete any level actually. It's a bonus level up item for the extra missions. But I can get it now because I'm right here. And there's the sunglasses right there. Basically, I can see stuff that's invisible when I activate them to wear them. And what's neat about that is, and like I said, in the harder version of levels, they're actually even required. So you can see like springs and pathways and stuff like that to be able to get certain emerald pieces that are like severely hidden or very hard to reach without like a secret spring or something to jump to it. So that said, the emerald pieces fell out the shuttle, Knuckles is off to grab them, and this level is actually pretty massive. But, like all the other levels, this actually is divided into 3 sections, so if you can kind of find your way, once again as always, to get around the 3 sections pretty fast, you can get an A rank on them. I have faith in you entirely. I have so much faith in you that, as a matter of fact, let me grab this.
2 more left.
There we go. My recommendation, though, if you are trying to get around this level really fast, is get to the top of the level as fast as possible, because it takes a lot longer to get from the bottom up than from the top down. Thank you. Holy moly. So right now, for example, we're not seeing a lot of beeping up here. We did get an emerald piece on the rocket pad, so that might count as the top half. Basically, the 3 sections this level is divided into is like the top, the middle, and then like the bottom section, instead of like all sections on even ground. So that's the difference with this one. It's a massive one. It's a big one. No beeping, no beeping, no beeping. Still no beeping. Alright, so it's not up here. It's probably at the bottom section then, is what that means. That's fine. Oh, okay, that guy wants beef. I don't want beef, because I have no rings now. Alright, so let's go down here and see what we can find. See what we can see. I need a ring, so I'm grabbing a ring real quick, though. Alt drill dive is also your friend when you're trying to get across anything quickly. Once you get to the bottom, you can just go into sprint mode and just sprint around. Ah, there we go.
It's close. One more left.
I'm not going to get a really good time bonus on this one so far, because it did take me entirely too long to find those pieces so far. But that's what I mean. It is a massive level, so this is the one level where it's like, if you don't get an A rank, it's really understandable, because it's really hard to get, like, and I'm not even joking, like, in the past I was joking, like, I was just playing it up. This one's for real, though. It's like, it's a big level, and I'm taking a second to show off how big it is, right? Like, I need to actually go to the middle section, by the way. But, like, it can be really hard just to get around, because there's not a lot of enemies to beat up. There's not a lot of, like, it's not really like an enclosed space. It is better than Death Chamber in my opinion, because Death Chamber has, like, hidden pathways that are required. This one has, like, parts that are not really required to get to be able to, like, do well at. I'm gonna go back up, because you don't really know, because they don't beat simultaneously, so there could be a piece actually that's up here again, and that didn't count as the above piece. So I do need to check that. But it's also where the sunglasses level up item is, in case you don't know what that is, and you kind of need it. Like for Pumpkin Hills hard mode, you kind of need it, so there you go. Oh boy, this is gonna be a rank right here and a half, ain't it? Alright. So basically we know now it's not up here. It's not there either. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it's not there either. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Alright. Let's try over here. Any beeping. Basically, if you don't get beeping at any point, though, you just keep it moving. You don't linger. You don't waste time. Don't do any of that, because you don't got time to waste. Basically, don't got time to waste up in outer space. I was gonna try and do like a freestyle with the background, and then it's like, no, that's a bad idea. All right. So now here's the thing, this level's so big that like you can get a piece down here and then another piece could be like on the other side of down here. So what I'm thinking, without using any of the hint boxes, because I could use a hint box, and that's the thing about it too. Also, let me take a second here. You can use the hint boxes, and then if you know exactly where an emerald piece is off of that hint, you'll save so much time instead of wandering around aimlessly that it can still be worth it. So I would actually recommend, if you're struggling with these levels too, to go and do that as well. Alright, now that being said, let's actually go complete this level. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover, including where the sunglasses level of item is. So let's restart, actually. Because now I got the sunglasses, so now we can just go right into it. So one route you can kind of do, now that I can do it proper, is you can ignore all the stuff I did before. You go to this spring, and you immediately use this rocket to go to the top. I say this is one route because like you can obviously go a couple different ways too, but this is one route you can do where you grab onto this, use that to jump over here, or if your camera's like cooperating, you can immediately kind of actually just jump to this one and then take this rocket immediately to the top of the colony. Now while lengthy, it is kind of a way once again to kind of just be like, all right, well let's just go to the top, and then if it's not here we can drill dive down, which is a lot easier to do, top to bottom instead of bottom to top, right? From the top to the bottom, bottom to top, I stop. I believe it's at the core, I forgot, maybe, in the middle of my thinkings. Because if I say the lyrics fully, I might actually get in trouble. That's something I learned about YouTube, is it's very, very, like, mean. It's mean. So okay, we know it's not up here. We can go down now. So we can drop. We can look down here at this section. This is the next section we want to look at. Basically, you want to kind of like drop and glide a bit, right? Like there's this part over here you want to glide across. We now have green. We now know it's over here somewhere. Time to start searching, try and narrow down where the green becomes yellow. Oh, okay, not in there, probably. Probably not. Excuse. Probably in here? No, but we're on the right track. Kind of why I restarted a little bit, right? Like about a minute and something seconds, I was not actually out of the bottom part yet. Oh no, is it really inside that? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Thank goodness. Unless it's up here. Nope. But I need the air back so I can kind of go like this again. Well, if it's yellow here, but it's not yellow here, I imagine I could keep going down a bit, actually. No, it wants me to go up. Wait, wasn't it yellow here? Uh-oh, I think it's a moving piece. Moving pieces are like, well, that's an experience and a half. I'm just using the spring to get up again. Now it's not even beeping. Holy moly. I don't think I've ever seen this particular piece specifically before. So I'm being thrown off quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie with y'all. I do not remember a piece like this ever. There's like nothing up here. There's like literally nothing up here. There's actually nothing up here. Like, there's actually nothing to jump to up here. But I went down here and it was like not in here. Okay, this is a little bit confusing. This is kind of what people mean when they, Oh, no. No, no, no. No, no. Excuse you. Ooh, it's hot in this room. It's really hot in this room, y'all. I kind of wish I would have turned on the AC or something. Like, I don't know. Huh.
It's closer. 2 more left.
Really? Because I've glided past that. Okay, see, that's right there is a situation where it's like, that's why people find the treasure hunting levels as frustrating as they find the treasure hunting levels. It's like, I'm pretty sure I glided past that piece like a bajillion times. So I'm going to restart because that's... No, I'm not going to accept that one. I am not going to accept that one. Okay, so I restarted, so I'm going to show you this route, basically, where if you don't have to go for the sunglasses level up item, you can take this rocket, and I believe if the camera cooperates, you can glide all the way to the rocket platform right here to get to the top in like the first 20 seconds, right? Like we're on the rocket already heading up to the top of the colony. Doesn't mean the piece is going to be up here, but it just means like it's easier to go to the top and try and work your way back down than it is trying to like start at the bottom, find nothing, and then try and get all the way to the top, right? Like, even though it only took 20 seconds, it's still 20 seconds you can save off of like your in time if you go fast enough, right? So like, so far there's nothing, there's no beeping. So far there's nothing, there's no beeping. So far there's nothing, there's no beeping. And the benefit is that you're all the way at the top, so it's very easy to just kind of go, okay, well, let's drill dive. Let's drill dive. Let's start going towards the bottom section then. Right, like, let's start going over here and see if there's any beeping. No beeping, no beeping. All right, let's go over here. No beeping. Still no beeping. All right, then we keep it, and you kind of just keep it moving. That's kind of what I meant by the parkour aspect a little bit, where it's just like, kind of just glide around, looking for a beep, looking for a green. If you don't get it, you just keep descending, and you keep going until you find something. If you don't, then you just keep going down. Nothing? All right, so now we gotta start looking at these platforms and stuff. What do we get? What's beeping? What's popping, I guess you could say. Just have Knuckles run around a little bit too. Because this is a big level, so getting lost in it makes like a complete and total sense, actually. A little bit. The navigation is... Oh, here we go.
It's close. 2 more left.
Alright. So there's that. And since we're already down here and we have momentum, you kind of actually want to keep running around because they sometimes will put two pieces on the same kind of section. There's like a top part, a middle part, and a bottom part. The bottom part's so big, they might actually put one at one end and one on the other end. It doesn't look like they did that this time, so we're going to actually keep it moving. But yeah, it's totally possible that they do that. And that can be something that can be a bit hard to keep up with sometimes. And basically we wince. Yes, we wince, wash, and repeat. There we go. Now we got yellow again. Oh, not that way. Not that way. I don't like that way. Please don't. Oh no, not this way either. Okay, actually it's going green, so maybe down here.
It's closer.
Ah. What? Didn't it say? Maybe I was wrong. Oh, maybe it's in front. Alright, so now we've gone to the top, we've gone to the bottom. The middle section is probably the next likely candidate. So you want to kind of just get down here as fast as possible, circle around, look for green. Look for green. No green, keep it moving. No green, keep it moving. No green, keep it moving. That's kind of how it works. Still no green, huh? Alright, cool. Still no green, still no green, still no green. I'm gonna get a little bit more height because I want to check another section up here. And then again, if like it's not there, you keep it gliding. Oh no. Okay, well actually we've checked this. Let's just keep it. Oh no, now we got green. So that means it's around here somewhere. But not somewhere over here apparently. It's over here somewhere. To the point, it might be over here somewhere. Let's see if it gets green if I keep descending. Or isn't there like something on the wall? Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Found him.
Probably not the best time bonus, I'm not gonna lie, but that's probably one of the ways to do that level the fastest. Oof. Oh no. Oh no.
Not too bad.
What have I done? I took a long time to do that level actually, so I did not get an A rank there. But that's on purpose because we need to build up to something in future episodes that I'm gonna not spoil yet. But you'll see. Literally.
Long time no see, treasure hunter. Did you find my emerald?
That's a good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time.
Very well. If that's how you want to play, I will take it from you.
No you won't. It's my emeralds. So Rouge is kind of like Shadow. You can't directly attack him, but if you do like glide and then kind of drill dive on top of her, you can get a couple hits in. Then this will happen where you guys float around indefinitely. And what you gotta do here is you gotta look for her when she like escapes onto like a different scaffolding or whatever. And then you can drill dive on top of her and it's all good. It's like bounce bracelet, but with like a deadlier bounce bracelet.
Can be true. I never lose.
Get away from my emerald.
Yeah, it's my emerald. Thank you. Oh no, it says the Wi-Fi went out again. I wonder if it's gonna be like the other episode where the internet's like internet connection required. And like, oh no. Oh no.
Stop fooling around and give me back my emerald.
What are you babbling about? Call yourself a hunter attacking a lady? Shame on you.
What kind of lady goes around stealing gems anyway?
Those belong to me.
But you have wings, they always ask. But what they don't realize is they just got done fighting each other, so she's too tired to fly. That's why despite the wings, she didn't fly.
Keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch me.
Is that how you say thanks to someone who just saved your life?
Saving my life. Don't think I owe you one. You just wanted to hold my hand, didn't you? That's why you saved me. You're such a creep.
This isn't a joke, you know. Think what you want, Batgirl. I was saving the Master Emerald.
No matter what you say, it sounds crazy.
What?
Fine, then just take them. They stink like echidnas do.
If that's what you thought, you should have given me them in the first place.
There's the Master Emerald. Welcome back, buddy.
Finally.
What?
I'm sorry if I hurt you.
There you go, buddy.
We should get going.
Knuckles, best character in the Sonic franchise. There you go. So I'm actually going to divide this up into 2 episodes, only because there are a couple of boss fights that are still left as well. So I'll actually drag it out a little bit, and then I can also give an explanation a little bit. And after I beat the hero story, like we can talk about it a bit afterwards. And so that way, if I beat the hero story, let's pretend it's like a 15-minute thing to just complete it from here on out. And then we can spend maybe like another 5 minutes or so talking about stuff as well at the end. Instead of doing that all here and dragging this out to be very long, because we did mess up Meteor Heard a little bit. Getting the I'm not gonna say getting the sunglasses level up item was bad, right? I wanted to show people where stuff is. That's part of why I'm doing this. But yeah, that did take a little bit longer with a little bit of an issue that happened. So with that being said, I'm going to end the episode. We will be finishing the hero story next time, though, for sure. There's not that much left of it, and it's time to have a showdown with Eggman. Something's happened to Amy. We need to go find out what. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, the actual subscribe button. But I don't know which video will be next. We're just going to have to wait and see. So until this time, take care and enjoy pizza responsibly. Thank you for watching.